You probably thought I forgot to take apart the world's loudest smartphone, but I indeed did not. We've definitely seen the outside. It did survive my durability test, but today we're going to find out what's on the inside. Only costing $275, I have had a lot of people ask where they might be able to buy this phone, and the answer is on the internet. Speaking of which, huge thanks once again to Opera for sponsoring this video. Opera is one of the OG web browsers from the dawn of the internet that's still around today. It's free just like a regular browser, but also includes free ad blocking and a free VPN. You know, a virtual private network that secures your internet traffic within the browser itself. There's no need to download any additional apps or browser extensions. There's even no login, no data limits, or payments of any kind. If we head back over to Amazon, we see they do have the AGM H5 right here for $270. I can buy it, of course, or I can save it to a pin board of phones I like, or take a quick snapshot with the built-in screen grabbing tool. Opera has this feature called pin boards, which makes it easy to group tabs together for research, or gathering websites for a group project. I can keep my pin boards private or share them publicly. I'll share this particular pin board of smartphones that I've tested or smartphones that I want to test down in the video description. Personally though, I like the Opera Speed Dial, which is the first window that opens when launching the Opera browser. It has all of my most visited websites in one convenient, clickable spot. The Opera browser is free. I'll leave a link down in the description so you can try it out for yourself. And now I think it's time we find what's on the inside of the AGM H5. Let's get started. I'm still a little mind blown that this thing only costs $170, but maybe we'll find a reason for that low price point on the inside. Personally, I'm looking forward to seeing the inside of that large, loud, center-mounted speaker, as well as the exterior infrared night vision cameras. The AGM H5 is IP69 water resistant, with no visible screws on the outside, so getting in is no easy process. Usually when opening up a phone, we can try by popping off the rear panel. But when a phone is this robust and IP69 sealed shut, it looks like we have to use the front door. The front screen door. But it's not exactly my best work, but when opening a phone for the first time with no instructions, sometimes one phone gets sacrificed so other future repairs can be successful. Now that we know what it looks like and how it's attached, I could probably do this again without the damage. Probably. If I wanted. It's built very similarly to the Pixel series of phones, where the screen is adhered to a plate on the midframe, with one ribbon passing through that metal plate to connect to the motherboard. You gotta admit though that the screen's diffuser looks pretty cool. With one screw holding down the bracket over the ribbon cable removed, what's left of the screen is now free. And we can take out these 16 additional screws holding in the super solid midplate. Not too shabby. This thick plate is probably one of the reasons why the phone was rock solid during the durability test. Plus, the plate is also doubling as a massive heatsink for the processor. Next pops out the battery, surprisingly only held in place with a metal bracket. No adhesive underneath. There is some glue holding the battery to the metal bracket, but this method of attachment does allow for easy separation, which is important when it comes time to recycle the phone, and that time always does eventually come. Circuit boards have a bit of gold and other precious metals that can be reclaimed, but it's a separate recycling process for the batteries, and this 7,000 mAh battery can indeed be recycled. I'm hoping to make a video on that process very soon. With 4 more screws holding down the USB-C charging port board, we can lift it away, exposing the littlest vibrator motor of all time. This tiny guy is probably harvested from way back in the old flip phone days. To get to the speaker, it looks like we have to remove the motherboard, so I'll pop off a few of the ribbon connectors, just like a little Lego, and remove 5 more screws. And of course take out the SIM and expandable memory card tray under its watertight flap. There is a sneaky little ribbon underneath. But here is the motherboard with its thermal paste. Pretty common. What's uncommon though is the massive 3.5 watt speaker protruding out the back of the phone. The speaker is held in place by 10 additional screws, and it's interesting when the parts separate, we can see the waterproofing gasket that seals the gap between the circular speaker and the frame, not only sealing but doubling as a cloudy diffuser for the LED lights that would pulse while playing music. The speaker itself is made with rubber and plastic, about what we would expect on a $270 phone. Not quite the titanium and silk we saw inside of the Soundcore speaker we took apart a while back. The speaker unit also has 3 rear cameras, including the infrared night vision sensor. We can also see the infrared diode on the goldish square between the 2 camera units. This is what emits the light waves outside of our normal visible spectrum, but whose light is still visible to the camera sensor, so it'll show up illuminated on the screen even though our eyes can't see the light itself. It's really good technology for security cameras. Kind of a fun little phone. If you're looking for something cheap and unique, AGM might be the way to go. Let me know what phone you want to see the insides of next down in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come hang out with me on Instagram and Twitter. And thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you around.